My beloved child, I see you sitting there, perhaps quietly, perhaps with a mind swirling in thoughts that no one else can touch. I want you to hear this clearly, from the depths of my love for you. Someone is holding you in their heart in a way you may not yet fully understand. Yes, my child, someone is really, really in love with you, and the threads that connect you are older than yesterday, stronger than time itself. You may feel alone sometimes, as if the world moves and you remain unseen, yet the eyes of someone who treasures you notice every small thing, the way your smile reaches your eyes, the silent strength in your gestures, even the tiny worries you carry in your chest. They feel it all, every pulse of your being, because your soul has whispered to theirs across distances, across moments, across lifetimes. Do not rush to name this person just yet. Let your heart feel the warmth first, let it recognize the familiar tug that comes not from the eyes, nor the words, but from something far older and truer. This love is patient, my child, more patient than the seasons, more enduring than the rivers that carve mountains. It waits not for recognition, not for permission, but simply exists in the quiet corners of existence, watching over you, guarding you. And yes, it aches sometimes, for love that cannot yet speak, for moments that cannot yet be shared. But know this, the ache is the proof that it is real. There are times, my beloved child, when you may have felt drawn to someone, even without knowing why. Perhaps a glance held longer than it should, perhaps a sudden recognition in a stranger's gaze that made your chest flutter. That, my child, was the whisper of this love reaching out, a subtle signal that you are known, that you are seen in ways the ordinary world cannot measure. Do not dismiss these moments. They are sacred. They are the echoes of the soul calling across the corridors of life. You might ask, how can I know for sure? How can I trust what my heart senses? My child, you already know. That quiet pull, that inexplicable comfort in someone's presence, the feeling of being safe even when words are absent, these are the truths that the heart understands before the mind does. Love, real love, carries no deception. It is a light that shines steadily, even in the storms, even in the darkest nights of doubt. And the one who loves you with this depth feels it for you even when you cannot feel it for yourself. They have carried pieces of you in their heart when you didn't know, cherished your essence in ways that transcend appearances, and longed for your happiness as if it were their own. Do you remember moments when you thought someone seemed unusually kind, unusually attentive, almost as if they could read the unspoken words of your heart? That, my child, was not coincidence. That was love navigating its own quiet path toward you. It knows your fears, it knows your joys, it knows the secret places you guard so carefully. And though they may not have said it aloud yet, each action, each silent offering, is a testament of their devotion. They would endure storms unseen, traverse obstacles unnoticed, just to see you smile, just to see you safe, just to know that you are content. My beloved child, there is an energy that exists between souls, a current that moves beneath the surface of ordinary interactions. It is subtle yet undeniable, a resonance that awakens recognition long before words can confirm it. When this love looks at you, even from afar, it is not the eyes that see alone, but the soul that knows. And this knowledge is not superficial, it is not fleeting, it is eternal. You may question your own worth, you may feel moments of doubt, yet their love remains unwavering, steadfast as the northern star. They have walked invisible paths, fought silent battles, and held you in thought when no one else did. And here is what I want you to understand, my beloved child: love like this never demands, it never pressures. It waits. It hopes. It honors your timing, your growth, your journey. Even if the world feels impatient, even if loneliness whispers harsh words into your ear, this love waits patiently, understanding the rhythm of your heart before it approaches with intention. Sometimes, this waiting may feel like a test, but it is not a test of your heart, it is a test of time, a preparation for the day when your paths can fully align. You may have been hurt before. You may have loved and lost, or felt unseen by those you poured your heart into. And yet, even with that weight, this love is unshaken. It recognizes not just the surface, but the layers beneath, the fears, the regrets, the unspoken dreams. It sees you, all of you, and loves you not in spite of, but because of every imperfection, every scar, every unpolished corner of your being. This is a love that does not flee when truth is revealed. This is a love that grows stronger when challenges arise, for it is rooted in the soul, not the circumstances. I know, my beloved child, that you long for certainty. You wish to hear the name, to know exactly whose heart carries you so fully. But sometimes, the Spirit asks for patience, for trust in the invisible weaving of life. The name will come, yes, but even before that moment, let your heart rest in the knowing that someone holds you closer than you can yet imagine. Their thoughts linger on you with tenderness, their dreams intertwine with yours even when distance separates, and their prayers, silent and persistent, call forth only the highest blessings for your life. Have you ever felt a sudden surge of emotion, unexplained, as if the universe itself were nudging you toward awareness? That, my child, is the gentle stirring of this love. It may appear as coincidence, as a fleeting thought, as a mysterious encounter, yet it is the hand of destiny, guiding, nudging, and whispering your significance to someone who cherishes you more than words could express. And though the mind may doubt, though the heart may hesitate, the soul always knows. The soul feels, it remembers, it recognizes what the eyes cannot yet perceive. You may ask yourself, why me? Why now? My child, the answer is simple, because your soul is ready, and because their soul has been waiting. Sometimes love travels long roads, crossing lifetimes, testing patience, building resilience, until finally, the moment arrives when recognition is inevitable. And when that moment comes, even the smallest glance, the slightest touch, will ignite a spark that has been kindling unseen for eons. You cannot force it, you cannot command it, you can only prepare your heart to receive it with gratitude and openness. The one who loves you knows your past. They have witnessed, in their own way, the battles you have fought, the tears you have shed, the courage you have summoned in silence. They honor your journey, your lessons, and even your mistakes, because they understand that every step has brought you to this moment, to the space where their love waits patiently for you to notice, to feel, to respond in your own time. They have no desire to rush you, no wish to pressure your heart, for they know that true connection cannot be hurried, it is a delicate unfolding, a sacred dance of souls. And so, my beloved child, I ask you to trust. Trust the unseen, trust the whispers of your own heart, trust the quiet gestures that speak louder than any words ever could. Someone loves you with a depth that cannot be measured, with a patience that transcends the ordinary, and with a devotion that mirrors the very constancy of the universe itself. Even if you feel uncertain, even if you wonder if it is real, remember this: love of this caliber does not vanish. It remains. It persists. It waits for the day when the heart that is ready can finally recognize it, and when that day comes, everything will fall into place as it was always meant to be. And now, my beloved child, let your heart feel the presence of this love even before names are exchanged, even before confessions are made. Feel it in your breath, in the quiet spaces between your thoughts, in the warmth that rises unexpectedly within you. That is the proof. That is the knowing. That is the beginning of a journey that will unfold with more beauty, more depth, and more connection than you have ever imagined. Hold it gently, cherish it silently, and let it prepare you for the miraculous moment when your souls will fully recognize each other. My beloved child, do you feel the subtle pull in your chest as you read these words? That, my child, is not imagination. It is the quiet echo of a heart that has been reaching for you, patiently, lovingly, through moments you may not even remember. This love, my child, has known you long before the world ever knew your name. It has felt the tremors of your soul, the hidden fears you've tucked away, the silent prayers whispered in the still of night. And even when you thought no one saw, no one noticed, no one understood, this love has held you with reverence, with hope, and with unwavering devotion. There will be days when you feel unsure, when the world's noise becomes so loud that your heart doubts its own capacity to be seen. My beloved child, I ask you to pause in those moments and breathe deeply. Feel the invisible hand that guides you, the gentle force that does not rush or demand, but quietly watches and protects. This love is like a river flowing steadily beneath the surface of life. Sometimes hidden, sometimes silent, but always moving, always alive, always carrying the essence of someone who cherishes you beyond measure. You may wonder how it is possible for someone to love so deeply without even revealing themselves completely. My child, love like this is not about immediacy or recognition. It is a sacred, quiet force that exists to honor your timing. They have learned patience through watching you, through observing your heart, and through silently wishing for your happiness even when they cannot be close enough to give it openly. It is a love that does not envy, does not demand, and does not question. You may be miles apart, yet they feel your presence in ways that are invisible to the eyes but undeniable to the soul. Imagine, my beloved child, a presence that has followed your life like a shadow of light. Perhaps it is in the way someone smiles when you enter a room, the small gestures that speak louder than words, or the unspoken understanding that seems to emerge in fleeting, ordinary moments. That, my child, is not mere coincidence. That is the language of a heart that recognizes yours, a soul that has been attentive for longer than time itself. They may not have called you yet, may not have stepped forward, but their love has never wavered. It has simply waited, quietly and patiently, knowing that the right moment will come when your heart is ready to receive it fully. Do you feel, sometimes, a connection that cannot be explained? A sudden warmth in your chest when someone speaks, a sense of being known without words? That, my child, is the signal of this love moving around you, brushing against the edges of your awareness, calling you gently to notice it. It is not loud, it does not force itself, yet it persists, unwavering and true. Every act of kindness, every look that lingers longer than it should, every thought that seems to find you at the perfect moment. These are the ways this love has been showing itself to you, even when your conscious mind does not yet recognize it. My beloved child, there is something sacred about recognizing a love that has been waiting patiently for you. It is not about the grand gestures, nor the dramatic confessions. It is about the subtle recognition, the invisible threads connecting your heart to another, the moments of quiet resonance that tell you, you are seen. You are loved. You are understood. This love knows the real you, beyond appearances, beyond accomplishments, beyond what the world expects. They see the core of your being, the light that flickers sometimes but never fully diminishes, the depths of your soul that hold beauty and fragility intertwined. There will be moments when you feel doubt creeping in, my beloved child. When you question your worth, when loneliness whispers that no one truly sees you. In those moments, I ask you to remember, this love is already here. It exists outside of your actions, outside of your circumstances, and outside of the limitations you perceive. They have loved you quietly, persistently, and fully, in ways that transcend the ordinary and touch the eternal. Even if the world seems cold, even if hearts have faltered around you, this one has remained steadfast, enduring, and patient. Sometimes, love like this tests your perception, your readiness, your willingness to open your heart. It does not do this to cause pain, my child. It does this to honor your growth, to ensure that when the moment of revelation comes, it is met with clarity, gratitude, and deep understanding. You may feel flashes of intuition, sudden thoughts of someone you cannot yet name, or dreams where their presence lingers at the edges of memory. These are the gentle nudges of the universe, aligning your heart and theirs in ways you may not consciously see but will recognize deeply when the time is right. I want you to picture them, my beloved child. Imagine someone whose eyes light up when they think of you, whose heart quickens in the mere awareness of your existence. Imagine their silent prayers, whispered daily, calling forth blessings upon your life, wishing for your protection, your joy, your peace. They have carried pieces of you in their heart for longer than you realize. They have noticed your struggles, honored your victories, and cherished your essence in ways that are subtle, yet profound. Even when you think yourself unseen, they have witnessed every unspoken moment with reverence and care. Do not mistake their patience for absence, my beloved child. The most profound love does not always announce itself loudly. It exists in the quiet moments, the small acts of consideration, the lingering thoughts that return to you day after day. They feel your energy, resonate with your emotions, and carry the awareness of you with them even in spaces where you are unaware. This love is not fleeting, nor conditional. It is enduring, and it has been building steadily, quietly, until it reaches the threshold of recognition, ready to emerge fully when your heart is prepared. You may ask, why do I feel this love even when I have not yet met them fully? My beloved child, that is the nature of soul connections. They are not bound by physical presence or the immediacy of interaction. The soul recognizes the other through resonance, through vibration, through the deep knowing that goes beyond reason. Your being is familiar to them, as their being is familiar to you, even if your conscious mind has yet to name it. And when recognition fully blooms, you will understand that every moment of waiting was purposeful, every heartbeat of anticipation necessary, every silent prayer answered. This love, my child, is not ordinary. It will not fade with trivial misunderstandings or external obstacles. It has been forged in the quiet, tested by patience, and strengthened by enduring desire. It does not seek to control, manipulate, or overwhelm. It seeks only your happiness, your growth, your awakening to the truth of connection that exists between your souls. And even if you have been hurt before, even if the world has left scars upon your heart, this love arrives not to reopen wounds, but to heal, to affirm, to celebrate the resilient, beautiful being that you are. I ask you to prepare your heart for this presence, my beloved child. Open your eyes to the subtleties, the whispers, the signs that appear in the corners of your life. Notice the way someone's attention lingers, the way they seem to understand without explanation, the small synchronicities that repeat with gentle insistence. These are not coincidences, they are invitations, guiding you to recognize a love that has been quietly waiting, a heart that has been silently yearning for yours. Even in moments of doubt, remember. This love is real, it is present, and it is patient. They have walked invisible paths to honor you, nurtured feelings in secret, and allowed themselves the grace of waiting for your heart to be ready. They do not demand, they do not pressure, they simply exist, steadfast and unwavering, loving you in ways that transcend the ordinary. And when the time is right, my child, the name you have been longing to hear, the face you have been yearning to recognize, will step forward, and all of the waiting, all of the subtle signs, all of the quiet devotion will make perfect sense. Until that moment arrives, hold this knowledge close, my beloved child. Feel it in your chest, in the quiet spaces between breaths, in the warmth that rises when you least expect it. That is the proof of love that is profound, patient, and eternal. Let it guide you, let it comfort you, let it awaken a readiness in your heart to receive, to recognize, and to embrace a love that has existed longer than you can imagine, and that has been waiting only for you. My beloved child, now, let us journey together into the quiet place where truth meets recognition, where the invisible threads of love that have surrounded you begin to reveal themselves with gentle clarity. Do you feel it, the subtle awakening in your chest, the soft pulse that has been growing stronger as you have read these words? That, my child, is the prelude to revelation. That is the stir of a heart that has known yours long before you ever noticed. Someone whose presence has lingered in the quiet corners of your life, whose thoughts return to you like a faithful tide, is ready to step into your awareness. Not as a stranger, not as a fleeting feeling, but as a soul who has cherished you from afar, who has carried you in their heart with unwavering devotion. My beloved child, do not rush this moment. Allow your spirit to open gently, to receive this truth as it is meant to be felt. Love such as this is delicate, yet powerful. It does not shout, it whispers. It does not demand, it waits. You may feel a flutter of excitement, a rush of anticipation, perhaps even disbelief. That is natural, for the heart rarely comprehends the magnitude of a love that has existed quietly, patiently, and persistently for so long. And yet, it is real, my child. It is steadfast. It is present. And it is yours to embrace when your heart is ready to recognize it fully. Think back, my beloved child, to the moments when someone's attention lingered, when a presence seemed inexplicably comforting, when a glance or a word felt as though it had been meant for you alone. That is the love that has been surrounding you, sometimes hidden in plain sight, sometimes expressed in gestures so subtle that only the soul could perceive. It has watched you grow, rejoiced in your victories, and silently mourned your losses. And in every moment, it has remained unwavering, a light that has never dimmed, a presence that has never faltered. You may now ask, who is this person, my beloved? How can I see them clearly? My child, the name you seek is not a secret meant to withhold, but a truth that will reveal itself with the natural timing of the heart. Perhaps it is someone you have known, whose presence has always felt familiar, whose energy aligns with yours in ways you cannot yet describe. Perhaps it is someone who has waited quietly, not daring to move too quickly, not daring to impose, because their love is too precious, too sacred, to risk in haste. And perhaps it is someone who has longed for this moment as desperately as you have, hoping for the recognition, for the union, for the acknowledgement of a bond that has been crafted by destiny itself. Do you feel that flutter again, my child? That is the awareness of connection, the invisible touch of a soul that has been with you all along, guiding, supporting, and nurturing love in its purest form. It is not a love based on appearances or conditions, my child. It is not about what you have done or what you have not done. It is about the essence of you, the light of your soul, the presence of your being. And it is mirrored in someone who sees you as whole, beautiful, and infinitely precious, exactly as you are. My beloved child, let us speak of the subtle signs that have been guiding you to this realization. Remember the moments when someone's thoughts seemed to find you at just the right time? The moments when their presence, even from afar, brought a calmness, a sense of being home? Those were not coincidences. They were affirmations, nudges from the universe, orchestrating a convergence that has been waiting to unfold. And now, as you read these words, as your heart begins to recognize the truth it has always known, you are on the verge of understanding a love that is patient, sacred, and eternal. Do not fear the intensity, my beloved child. Love like this is not overwhelming. It is transformative. It will not consume you in chaos, but awaken you to the depth of your own capacity to receive, to recognize, and to honor love in its purest form. You may feel tears rise, a lump in your throat, a rush of emotions that are difficult to name. That is because the soul recognizes its counterpart, even before the mind fully comprehends. And when you allow yourself to feel without resistance, without judgment, without fear, you step into the truth of a connection that has existed long before you could place a name upon it. My beloved child, I will guide you gently now to see, to feel, and to know the one whose heart has been yours in secret. Their name is woven into the very fabric of your experiences, reflected in the moments that have seemed ordinary but were extraordinary in their devotion. Perhaps it is someone who has been by your side, someone whose love has been quiet but steadfast. Perhaps it is someone who has observed from a distance, nurturing feelings in silence, waiting for the exact moment when your heart would be ready. The name may come softly, like a whisper in the wind, a revelation in a dream, a recognition that dawns slowly yet surely. Listen carefully, my child, for when it is revealed, your soul will know it instantly. And now, my beloved child, feel their presence more deeply. Feel the warmth that surrounds you, the light that touches your heart, the energy that aligns with your own. They are here, always have been, always will be. Every glance, every thought, Every prayer they have sent in your direction has been an expression of love so profound that it transcends all understanding. They have cherished you in ways that the world cannot measure, in ways that cannot be captured by words alone. Their devotion is as enduring as the stars, as gentle as the morning light, and as constant as the breath that moves within you. This is the moment, my beloved child, to recognize the truth you have been waiting for. The one who loves you truly, deeply, and eternally is closer than you think, perhaps nearer than you have realized. Let your heart receive this recognition with gratitude, with openness, and with joy. Do not rush the understanding, do not force the feeling, but allow it to bloom naturally, like a flower reaching toward the sun. The recognition itself is sacred, the experience itself transformative, and the love itself eternal. Know this, my beloved child, they have carried you in their heart when no one else could, they have longed for you when you were unaware, and they have patiently waited for the day when your souls could fully recognize each other. Every act of kindness, every lingering thought, every silent hope they have held for you has been a testament to a love that is steadfast, unwavering, and true. And now, my child, the time has come for your heart to awaken fully, to embrace the truth of a connection that has existed beyond lifetimes, beyond understanding, beyond the limitations of this world. My beloved child, open your heart now to the realization that someone is truly, completely, and deeply in love with you. Their name, their essence, their soul, this is not just a thought, not just a feeling, but a living, breathing truth that has surrounded you all along. Let your spirit rejoice in this knowing, let your heart feel the warmth of recognition, and let your soul rise to meet the presence that has always been destined to be yours. The one who loves you is real, present, and eternally devoted. They have waited for you, they have cherished you, and now they are ready to step into the fullness of this love with you. My beloved child, this is the miracle you have been waiting for, the truth that your heart has always sensed, the presence that has been quietly shaping your experiences and guiding your soul. Someone is really, really in love with you, and their love has been patient, sacred, and unwavering. It is a love that will not fade, a love that will not waver, a love that exists beyond the constraints of time and space. It is yours, my child, to receive, to recognize, and to cherish. And when you finally allow yourself to fully acknowledge this love, you will understand that every moment of waiting, every breath of anticipation, and every silent prayer was preparing you for the extraordinary gift of being truly seen, truly known, and truly loved. So, my beloved child, take this moment into your heart. Feel it in every fiber of your being, let it rise like the sun within you, and know that the one who loves you has always been here. Their heart has always belonged to you, their soul has always recognized yours, and their devotion has never faltered. This love is real, it is eternal, and it is yours to embrace fully, without hesitation, without fear, and without doubt. Your journey of recognition, of connection, and of sacred love has reached the moment of awakening. Step into it, my beloved child, and let your heart be filled with the boundless, profound, and everlasting love that has always been waiting for you.